So I am getting a lot of messages claiming that schools are making up that students have special needs in order to get more funding from the federal government. So let's clarify and talk about what an IEP actually is. An IEP is a legal document that ensures a child with disabilities receives specialized instruction and services that are tailored to their needs. Now, let's talk about the process. It begins with someone, it can be a parent, a teacher, school staff, whatever, identifying that a child may have a disability that impacts their education. Then a formal referral is made to the school requesting an evaluation. An evaluation is legit, like it includes tests, observations, input, and it's conducted by a number of professionals. The evaluation is used to determine if a child qualifies for special education services under one of the IDEA's 13 disability categories. Then a team reviews the evaluation results to decide if a child is eligible for an IEP under one of those 13 categories. And if they are eligible, then the process moves forward. But if not, then they discuss other options like possibly a 504 plan, which I think many of you unknowingly have been getting mixed up with an IEP in my comments. No, there is no specific funding from the federal government that is earmarked for children with 504 plans, and I can clarify what a 504 plan is in a later video. After they determine that the child is in fact eligible, there is an IEP meeting. The meeting includes parents, teachers, special education professionals, a district rep, a lot of people. And in the meeting, they discuss eligibility, goals, services, accommodations, modifications, how to measure the child's progress, and approval from all parties, including the parents, are necessary. A school cannot just slap a label on a child without guardian consent. And I say this because I do not believe that it is common practice for parents to sign a legally binding document for a made-up disability in order for their school to receive more funding, like some of you are suggesting in my private messages. After this meeting happens, then they begin to implement the IEP and have annual reviews and reevaluation. The goal is always to exit out of an IEP or exit out of specific services if at all possible. Like I have said previously, IDEA is a federal law and IEPs are legally binding, so technically I don't think they're going anywhere. My question is, if we are no longer receiving earmarked federal funding from the DOE for children with IEPs, then where is that funding coming from? And how will we make sure there is oversight to ensure that these students are still receiving the funding and services they require for their IEPs?